So take me in your arms and let me see your eyes shine as they used to do. Hold me, kiss me, darling, convince me, just like you used to do.
The inspiration for this project came from me having existential crises at deciding what to eat for breakfast, because I am always so confused if what I'm eating will give me enough energy, if it has enough vitamins, if I'm even going to be happy eating it, because eating, cereal for 3 weeks in a row is kind of depressing.
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing of this new product, so it has to be a trick question.
So I was just thinking about that, and I was like, where did all of this concern and all of these feelings of anxiety basically come from? And I think a lot of it that we maybe don't realize is from childhood advertising that we're exposed to so often, affecting us later in life. So yeah. Or which way did Emily, when you designed it, is it meant to go clockwise or
it doesn't matter,
this way or that way?
I kind of made it that it could be both depending on which side you like better. And I didn't know where she was going to be standing in the lineup.
But it sits pretty nice right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
So I'll just cut off these flaps kind of.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Keep them and just put some hair in
Yeah.
here. Okay. Here. Okay. Do you want her? It's probably blinding her, so it...
Yeah, you can take it off and we can cut it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is the top of the spine will tie with a little neck scarf.
When I was doing my research basically into the history of marketing and advertisement and finding basically just the root of where this heavy kind of push for consumerism came from, and it was post-war 1950s. And if you look on the online archives, you can find so many absolutely insane breakfast commercials from the 50s that are just so appalling with what they're trying to market, and it's there's no way that this is healthy at all or just good for you. But since it's fun and since it's the 50s, it's that's what they did. So yeah, that's where the 50s came from. How many people on average are Your expression is killing me already. Contestant 3, how many people on average are disappointed with themselves after eating a delicious can of Kimball's Complete Breakfast? I've been thinking about this film, making this film for 3 years. It's kind of silly. I've never done a comedy before, so I'm why not end with something kind of weird and fun? Elevator pitch synopsis is on the morning of a big job interview, a young woman living in Regina, 1958, is unable to decide what to have for breakfast, but she's exhausted all of her options, doesn't want to have cereal, doesn't have time for an omelet, etc. Luckily, however, on a television set nearby, a very friendly game show host and advertiser tells her about this brand new kind of be-all, end-all breakfast cereal. Not cartoonishly, but you're just you're serving. You're there's the cheese.
Hey, can you see that little bit at the back?
Hey, that's why we won.
Bro!
And toss your head back a little bit.
The bread will go flying.
Yeah, that's perfect. You look like Napoleon. Okay, go. So what we're going to start with the full slick, and then what we're going to do is throughout, as we progress further and further in the script, we're just going to bring pieces down and stuff like that to have him look a little bit more deteriorated or less composed.
Do you want side or do you want back?
And he invites her onto a game show actually that's meant to promote this breakfast cereal or breakfast food as the perfect way to start your day. And so as a result, she becomes a contestant on this game show, but things aren't really all that they seem after she takes part in this show for a while, and basically the game show host's true intentions over marketing this breakfast food become clear and aren't so happy-go-lucky as they initially seemed. So, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to What's That? The game show where we take a look at the what's what and why's that of your favorite breakfast foods.
Are you ready to get started? Woo! Then let's meet our contestants. Woo! Now we'll start motion. So, step, pause, step, pause, each small step, and then we'll get you to come from that side when you do the stop motion animation.
Okay. Still
Just
give
keep
it a
in
little
mind,
bit. No, it's good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Whenever.
Well, judging by the size of the can, I would say 2.
Wrong. In each can of Kimball's Complete Breakfast, there's a whopping 37 apples worth of the good stuff found in apples.
My, that seems suspicious. What are we playing for again?
Correct. None of them. Here, try for yourself.
Yeah, so the set design really was stemming from me wanting to go just crazy, kind of absurd with it. I knew that with it being a student project, I was never going to be able to perfectly recreate a 1950s environment. So instead, I went to kind of like a dystopian kind of take on 1958 Regina. Also, especially for the location, Regina in the 1950s was not this very clean, pastel-coded kind of visual that we have of the 50s. It was very much in time of industry, of mining, of this really like gritty kind of workers spirit. And so that really infused itself a lot into the set design, especially not necessarily with the game show, but with everything else that takes place. It's very much a twist on what you'd maybe expect from the 50s. So, and my family made everything. So they really brought my vision to life. My sisters made these giant cereal boxes, and my mom spent so much time, well, not just all of my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters, all put so much work into these giant cereal boxes behind me and the signs and the props to make this come to life. So I owe them more than I will ever be able to afford. So.
Essential vitamins and minerals are packed into a single can of Kimball's Complete Breakfast.
What's a vitamin? 3?
Oh, wrong. The correct answer was all of them. Here, try for yourself.
Then the can grab, display to the audience, and then you'll boom and shot, and then you'll actually throw it at his forehead.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh. Yep. Step. And action.
Contestant number 2.
Take 1, marker.
Are you ready, Grayson? Mm-hmm. Okay, and action.
Oh, and cherry.
So BreadHead, Maddie monologue, shower shot by the table.
Mm-hmm.
Master or Memphis?
Dirty single on bacon back, profile on bacon back, then master.
Oh, yes, I see.
Yeah.
So, a bit ago, my dad used to bake bread for us every Sunday morning when he had the day off work from the construction site. When we were kids, my sisters and I would run down the stairs when he called, and we would pick and pull pieces off the bread, even without slicing it. He'd set out little bowls of melted butter and jam if we could afford it, and we would dunk the pieces in right before eating them. He always liked the end pieces, the crusts, so we made sure to leave those for him.
Madison, ready? Mm-hmm. Action. And cut. Yeah, well, it's over the shoulder.
Don't bite my finger.
They look chewy.
There's so much going on. I'm like
There
getting
is.
mic'd
And
up.
then he almost
There's
said
some like
something
weird,
nicer.
creepy hands on my phone.
Maybe like contestant number 3. To win it all, you get to answer the same question.
Ding.
Of course, it's time for our Get to Know segment. Contestant number 3. People at home want to know, what do you like having for breakfast?
that like stabbing you in the eye.
No, I can see. Monitor's slowing down.
Okay, let me see. You're taller now.
That's an sit crisscross.
I don't want to. I like this.
Yeah, that's.
So maybe we'll leave it for this, and then when it goes to 4, we're gonna like mess it up.
Conversing with fellow contestants is against the rules.
And now onto their heads. Perfect. Everybody can do it. Okay, perfect. That's what we'll do. So quiet on set, everybody.
Wait, is it?
Wild sound, no studio audience. It's going great. Danica's looking at me like we need to keep rolling. So yeah, we're gonna keep rolling. Like that. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And darling, tell me that you love me, and forever you always will. So take me in your arms and let me see your eyes shine as they used to do. Hold me, kiss me, darling, convince me, just like you used to do.
Please convince me that you love me, that your love for me is real. And darling, tell me that you love me, and forever you always will. So take me in your arms and let me see your eyes shine as they used to do. Just hold me.
Camera.
Rolling.
Scene 4Z/C. Take 1. Marker.
And action. Close. But wrong. It's the breakfast that everybody wants. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for coming, folks. And remember to pick up your Kimball's Complete Breakfast from Kimball's Kibble Incorporation at your local grocery store today. Your health, reputation, and life depend on it. Now, hit it, boys.
So take me in your arms and let me see your eyes.
And cut. Pretty good.